Well, this is a crazy angle. It's the morning after my Adobe Premiere Pro tech rage. I've gotten some rest, and I was wondering, out of my followers, how many of you are also Abraham Hicks followers? I love watching Abraham Hicks. I survive a lot of my life with Abraham Hicks. But it's making me think, my arm's getting tired at this level. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, face this way so you have some light on my face. I watched Abraham Hicks this morning, and it's making me think about this room here. So this is where all the boxes landed from the attic that still has more vintage stuff in it, but it wound up landing in my favorite room because this room, which had the hospital bed in it, and my husband, while I was caring for him, I was able to set up into what I like to call the resource room. And it has my favorite recent bit of furniture in here, the postal sorting desk. And it kind of became my grounded room, or my litmus test of how I wanted my life to be, because you would walk in and there was nothing that needed to be done in here. Everything was set up the way I wanted, with the stuff that I wanted in it. So I really loved coming back into this room. It kind of erased the drama and trauma of caregiving. That was the strong memory this room held. And I was able to shift that energy. Can't completely erase it. I haven't been able to do that, but it shifted the energy of the room. So then for all that stuff from the attic to land here, because the attic steps, when they're pulled down, blocked that back room, which is where I wanted everything to go. So naturally, with those stairs down, boop, everything wound up in here. So if we want to take the teachings of Abraham Hicks, where you don't want to focus on the isness of the situation, because if you're always looking at the what isness, it's shifting your focus away from the desire that you want, right? And their teaching is, once you release the desire, so the desire is for me to be financially stable, to have a home that's more manageable, less landscaping, all those desires. It's hard to focus on what that feels like when you're feeling this. Okay. So the lesson in it, though, is to get to a place where you can really feel, like I can really feel myself wanting that freedom of sitting on a sunroom and being like sipping my tea and doodling in a journal or whatever. And in moments when it's difficult, where you feel like you're just doing lip service, like I could sit here and go, I love sitting in a sunroom. Meanwhile, I know I would be doing lip service to it. But if I can look at this, knowing that, hey, everything's going to work out for me, right? I've put things in motion. I know I'm moving. If I can come from a place of faith that everything's going to work out, if I can just get to that point, then when I look at this, it's not coming from a place of panic, like I have to get this done, otherwise my life is going to fail. But rather, I can look at it and say, everything's going to work out for me. This is just my way of clearing the path so that the universe can do what it needs to do to get me in the house I want to be in the location I want to be in. This is just something that needs to be done. I don't have to go in here and feel anger or panic. I can actually be the artist who's curious, right? Because I know my husband has some old technical journals from going to his tech school. I am an art journaler, junk journaler, you know. I can get back to a place where maybe this is more of an exploration and an archaeological dig and enjoy the process and be happy now, right? So rather than being in a place where I will only be happy when this shenanigans is gone, I can just be happy now. And the goal for today is to find the floor of this room. Yeah, I really want to be in a place where that packing company, when they come in, I can come in this room and say, this room, lock, stock, and barrel, everything in here, no doubt, pack it up and walk away. And I know they'll just pack this room. At least it's one room I know is set and ready to be packed up. So anyway, I would love to hear from the people who know Abraham Hicks and get a little discussion there about that. There's no sun out. It's overcast. It's going to be in the 60s today. It's actually a perfect day to get outside, get this stuff outside, because I refuse to open mouse poop covered boxes in this room. So we'll head outside and try and find the floor of that room and get these shelves filled now with whatever antique glass is left. All right, that's my morning rant. We'll see how the day goes. I've been doing really good today. Between 10 and 12, it took 2 hours and I cleaned more vintage glass. Stopped for lunch, had my lunch, and then went back to it because I'm so close to just getting through all the glass. If I could just get through all the glass. And I did. I finally did. And the next box, I've come across my husband's textbooks from going to, his different mechanics courses, aviation, welding, all the stuff to get his degree or whatever. I didn't mind any of that, but what I just ran across kind of hit me hard. And it's just because it's part of his identity and part of his dreams when he was a young man. This is before I knew him, but he was going for his pilot's license. And I forget what happened that interrupted that. But he never got to finish it. And I've run across his bag that apparently he carried when he went to flight school. So I only pulled one book out. The thing about it is it's a time capsule because the way it sits here, it's as if this is the bag. He had it packed, took it with him when he was going to school, came back home, whatever. But then whenever the dream died, whatever that thing was, where he couldn't complete that, it's like he put the bag down and it's just been waiting to be found. So when I opened it up, it's there, like it's just ready and waiting to go back to class. His pens are in there, the notebooks. It's just it's a time capsule of his life, just preserved in this bag. So I had to stop. I'm sitting on the floor in the Antiques Conservatory. I'm surrounded by a butter churn. I can't wait to share that piece with you. It's like my favorite piece out of a whole collection that I found today. Surrounded by primitive furniture. And I just had to sit on the floor and process this. Let's see if I can show you. The lighting in here isn't great. It's just the way when you look in this bag. And you can't see it, it's too dark in here. But like at the bottom of the bag are all his pens, you know, his notebook. It's just, I don't know if I can explain it any better than I did. It just really looks like it's waiting for him to come back and finish school. It really is just a time capsule of someone's dreams not being fulfilled. And it hit me. You know, to other people, it's just books and paper and notebooks and yeah, part of my husband. Even though it was a time in his life when I wasn't even around. I wasn't even a thought in this guy's mind when this part of his life was happening. Yeah, but I just wanted to share because for anybody else who's going through this, there's probably that one corner or one bag you're afraid to open because it's going to hit you the way this just hit me. All right, I'm going to process this. I'm going to go through this, and I think that's it for today. I'm going to get cleaned up, and then before the day's over, I'll show that piece to you that it's my favorite piece. And I'll also show you what else I uncovered today. Check out this thing. Flight computer. I don't know anything about aviation. And this, my God, you know I'm going to hang on to this just because it is my favorite size when it comes to journals. God, does it have a year on it? 1964. All the airports by state. You know I love this. No, I'm keeping this. Everything else can go in a lot for any flyboys who might come to the auction and want some Piper Flight Center memorabilia and a flight computer. And this I have to look into because it says a reproducing pencil. Rui Pencil Company. But that looks like a pen. It doesn't look like a pencil. Or is it just a pen put out by the pencil company? I'm very confused right now. Don't toy with my emotions. They're already frazzled. All right, I think I just decided that since I want to kind of call it quits for the night, that I'm going to show you the pieces that I found and let that be the end. This way I can get cleaned up and the rest of the night is mine. Yeah, so let me show you my favorite piece, okay? Out of everything I've pulled out of the attic, this is awesome. Still not keeping it, but I love this piece. I have brought it outside because I just want the lighting to be so good. It's a Victorian condiment caster set or cruet set. I love this piece. Unfortunately, one of the tops is snapped off. I have the top, but it's snapped off. And it's set so that it would spin like a lazy Susan. Your salt, your pepper, oil, vinegar, maybe a mustard. This one opens. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's sugar. That is so very cool. Oh, look, even that's chipped there. That's phenomenal. I love it. All right, let's see what other additions. There was this set. I like the pattern. Got the oval one and the round piece. This was another find today. This set. It's a different picture in each one, or is it the same? No, it's different. I think. Ooh, oopsie doopsie. There were a couple of more of these I came across. That was the thing today. I started to come across matching things. Like I found another New Jersey glass. I had one that I found earlier, and there's a second one. These goblets were today. These orange juice glasses. I did find a little piece of paper inside the goblet set. I find these little pieces of paper. Hold on, it's in my pocket. Oh no, I shouldn't have put it in my pocket because it broke. It was so fragile. Wait, let's see if I can. Oh, shame on you, Barbara. Anyhow, it was interesting because it said that Ma, whoever Ma is, whoever wrote this, the other piece has got to be in here somewhere in my pocket, but had a 6 goblet set like this. So see how it says like this. So I don't think it's the actual set. They were a wedding gift, wedding presents from 1878. And what I like about them is, boy, they're heavy. They got a nice thick rim. Yeah. Let's see. I think this picture, I think that was yesterday, the picture. These tiny ones, they were today with one matching glass with a chip on it. Here's this cute one with the lion. The lion. There you go. There were some odd dishes, but some of them I thought to myself, why were we even saving some of these? Don't drop anything, Barbara. You know, it's a pretty pattern, but it's a really beat up dish. So there's a couple like that up there. More of this started to come together. I think it's neat. You got this white one with this pattern, but then look, it's the same pattern, but on a clear glass. A fancy ashtray. Now this piece of paper stayed intact. For those two in the back, said that this was Grandma Arnold's. Can't see that. Who are you kidding? But that was these two pieces here. The little hearts. I love the little hearts in the center. Then there's this cute little set here with the gold trim. These are very light and dainty with their saucers and the matching pitcher. And then there's 3 of these. There's 2 in the back there. Then there's this entire set with the cute flowers. You got all sorts of cups and saucers and bowls and dishes. How come everything I show you is upside down? Yeah, so this has 2 prints on it, right? Do you see it? It's got the Cunningham and Pickett, but in the background it has that eggshell. And not all of them have the double stamp. Oh, sure, make a liar out of me. There's another double stamp. All right, cut it out now. They didn't all have the double stamp, I swear. These bowls down here, yeah, it's a different set. But there's a set of these bowls. And this piece here, I think, is part of the old-fashioned, you know, where you had the pitcher and a bowl to wash your face. And I think this probably held the shaving cream, because I have the pitcher that goes with this in the bedroom. There's parfait glasses. This guy, some sort of ocean theme. That's unique. But there were a couple of things up there, like, look how beat up this is. If anything, it was under a plant or something. This too. It's like, why? These were cute. I had that tin already out. It had buttons in it. It's empty. I just wanted to show you that I did pretty good today. All the glassware boxes are gone. So now I got 2 boxes of books, a slide projector, cuckoo clocks, and old CB. most of my floors there, but I should be done cleaning glass. I don't understand this though. Out here where I was cleaning everything, this was up in the attic in the middle of all the glass. Who puts a perfectly good box of tea up in an attic in a basket like that full of glassware? And it's a full box too. You couldn't pay me enough money in the world to drink this tea now, being up in that attic. But it is a full bag of tea. Who does that? Coming from a tea drinker who loves different kinds of teas. I know what you're saying. Ooh, keep the box. The box is so pretty. That box was up in that darn attic with all that mouse poop. I am not saving it. I'm preserving it through video right now with you. But this, nuh-uh. I wouldn't take the chance of anybody getting sick. I'm kind of creeping out that I'm not wearing gloves right now. And the other funny thing, well, not that, water damaged, probably gonna wind up in the trash, are the chamber pots. Yes, my friends, the royal piss pots. This was today the humorous thing when I was out here scrubbing 200-year-old piss pots. Thinking to myself, I wonder how many tushies landed on those and what stories could they tell. Anyway, more stuff for the trash. Today turned out to be the perfect day for this. Overcast. I was in my hoodie all day. It wasn't too hot, too cold. The Goldilocks day for standing out there cleaning vintage stuff. My yellow irises are opening. Yeah. Ooh, look at the robin. What's the matter? What, babe? Everything okay? You're sounding the alarm. What's the matter? What's the matter, babe? What? Is everything okay? Did Timmy fall in the well? What's going on, sweetheart? Time for me to call it a night, right? You and I can have some quality time? Yeah, I agree. Will you look at the camera and say hello? And then say goodbye. It's time to go. Now I'm going to chew on grass. Even the honeysuckle is out. The bumblebees are all busy up in there. Okay, this is what in our family we call an Italian goodbye. You started saying goodbye a half an hour ago. You're still saying goodbye. It's 3 o'clock. That's it for me. The rest of the night is mine. All right. Laugh at life, guys. Laugh a lot. See you soon.